I was very shy. A year into being in America, I got to the point mentally where I was like, I need to change things up.
My mindset, to be the best.
Sometimes what worked for other people doesn't work for you. Sometimes you have to find your own road, because I'm not getting anywhere being this fake version of myself. Becoming the inaugural NXT UK Women's Champion was absolutely insane. And went down that wild path of becoming NXT Women's Champion, and it meant the world to me. The most important lesson that I have from NXT would probably be letting myself live through the person that I am meant to be, and letting that come out on screen as well as in my everyday life. I not only learned about the business and what I'm stepping into, but I also learned who I am as a person.
From the origins of NXT to champion.
Well, I'm hoping me being here, I can inspire all the young girls in the world watching WWE. I really want to just inspire them the most.
And will this recent NXT call-up follow in the footsteps of the Eradicator, Rhea Ripley?
And her opponent, from Honolulu, Hawaii, Sol Ruka!
Well, of course, Sol Ruka was on Monday Night Raw last week, officially signing her contract to join the Monday Night brand on Netflix. And, well, of course, she was interrupted by the spotlight stealer, the Intercontinental Champion, none other than Becky Lynch.
You would be referring to the man, to big-time Bex, to the Intercontinental Champion, Michael Cole. Put a little respect on her name.
Who are you? I'm Sol Ruka, and if you ever interrupt me again, I'll snatch your soul.
And I'm not sure this wasn't on purpose. And Becky deserved this, the Soul Snatcher.
Sol Ruka understands she's the newest face on the roster, and with that comes a lot of people trying to snuff out your light.
Well, again, Sol Ruka, who has only been wrestling for 4 years. She was part of the NIL program, being trained, of course, at NXT. She really made a name for herself back in December at Saturday night's main event when she knocked off the legendary Bayley. How about the matchup with Liv Morgan, the world champ, a few weeks ago?
Sol Ruka put together some magical matches and moments in NXT, but now the real test begins. Sol is in there with Io Sky, someone you claim is the best professional wrestler in the world.
No doubt, and I agree with that. But this could be the night that Io Sky is ripe for the picking, because so emotional because of what happened over the past 48 hours with her friend Asuka. We can tell you this about the Empress of Tomorrow. We know that her future is up in the air. She's appeared to say goodbye. You saw it again tonight, but honestly, who knows, Corey?
Only time will tell. Again, Asuka feeling some level of peace. Oh, we can tell, having been bested by her students. And Sol Ruka now with the upper hand on the Genius of the Sky. Think of what this would do to propel Sol Ruka up the card on Monday Night Raw, knocking off a former women's world champion.
Talked to Sol Ruka a bit earlier today. She said she's proud of herself, and she's just honored to be a part of all this, the longest reigning episodic television show in history. Sol Ruka looking to become its newest star. And look at Ruka now, looking to overpower Io Sky. Sol Ruka says she's not your typical high flyer. She says being tall gives her an edge, and now riding the surfboard of Sky.
Well, if we're being honest with ourselves, Sol Ruka was athletically blessed by all of the gods.
Now Io Sky, look for a standing switch, now on the move.
I think the strategy in this one, if you're Io, is show Sol something she hasn't seen before. But also be ready to contend with something maybe you've never seen before. Beautiful.
Kick right to the midsection by Io Sky.
And to see Io rely on her experience, as we just saw unfold before our eyes. Wait for Sol to give you an opening, perhaps make a mistake, And that's when Io will capitalize.
So Ruka comes our way from the University of Oregon. She was a gymnast, and she was involved in a niche sport there, Corey, acrobatics and tumbling, which she believes helped her prepare herself for WWE. She also wanted to be a stunt double. Who wants to be a stunt double?
I don't know. If I went to the University of Oregon, all I'd want to do is hunt the mascot.
And here's Io now with a side headlock on Ruka. Soul trying to create some space, but Io has it locked in.
And I like what we've seen from both women to this point, a very scientific style matchup. Both women just utilizing their technique, no underhanded tricks, no cheap shots, just the best of the best.
Oh, and a kick now. This guy drops her to the floor.
Rare miscalculation by Io. That could be a symptom of what you were describing, Cole, the high emotions in the genius.
And now Ruka,
look at this!
Up top, went for the moonsault. Nobody home as Sky scooted back into the ring. And again, that's just the veteran of instinct of Io Sky. Taking advantage of the rookie here tonight.
Whoa!
Taking down Ruka. Again, Io Sky's got to feel a freedom tonight, Corey.
And whether that's a curse or a blessing, only time will tell. Some people perform best when they have that pressure within, that pressure from above. In Io's case, for all these years, knowing Asuka, the Empress, was over her shoulder.
Oh, wow, what a corkscrew from it. Sol Ruka, springboard off the ropes, taking over this matchup against Io Sky.
Breathtaking.
Who's ready for DoorDash? And we're off. Whataburger just hits different, Bill.
Apparently, it's a Texas thing.
Oh, no. He's going to double dip.
No, he's dipping.
Woo. That'll shake things up.
Hey, look who's here. Just like you like it.
He can't handle the carbonation.
This night has definitely delivered.
When the bell rings, it's time for DoorDash.
Old banks hit you with big fees. Not Chime. You bank fee-free and build your credit. And now,
you get 5% cash back on any category you choose, like restaurants,
and delivery,
or gas, or groceries,
even monthly bills and streaming services. Park it in a high-yield savings account, and voila, we're on vacation, and that gets cash back too.
Is that John Cena?
Don't bank the old way!
Chime is America's #1 choice for banking.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
I found a place.
A place.
It's massive in there.
What is this?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. All right, just take it slow.
Oh, God.
Pull me up, pull me up, pull me up!
Are you ready to step through?
Backrooms, rated R.
Guys, the investors pulled our funding.
What? What?
I just bought a jet ski.
What do we do?
I guess I'll just start running a cash burn analysis.
I'd go tumblers.
Like acrobats?
No, custom branded tumblers from Custom Inc. More water, more productivity, more funding. That's our strategy.
Custom Inc. can't fix all your business needs.
I am thirsty.
I want one of those.
I want one too.
But we can outfit your team for the road ahead. With over 10,000 swag options, Inc. is more than you think.
You deserve wings. For making it to the weekend, or just making it to Wednesday. Because when it's made to order, always fresh. Wing night is whenever you say it is. Wingstop is here.
John Creasy, U.S. Army Special Forces.
What brings you to Rio?
Work.
Let me just be very clear. You're not going to survive this.
Yeah.
High above the ring, Sol Ruka, Io Sky.
Oh,
Something
no.
has to give. Io Sky dropped to the mat, rolls through.
Shalopay!
Caught her on the top rope. And the genius of the Sky, Io Sky, taking it to Raw's newest superstar, Sol Ruka.
I think Io may have scrambled Sol's brains a bit. with that Shote uppercut, the open hand palm strike, and things about to get worse for Ms. Ruka. Spanish fly position from Io.
From the top rope, Io connects with a Spanish fly into the cover. Is it enough to put Ruka away, and a kick out at 2.5? And Ruka showing some resilience tonight.
You see the frustration on the face of Io Sky as we look once again at this picture-perfect Spanish fly, driving all the breath out of Sol Ruka's body, but not enough to pick up the W yet for Io.
Monday Night Raw live tonight at the University of Tennessee. Still to come, we await whether Jacob Fatu will actually acknowledge the world champion, the original tribal chief, Roman Reigns, and history being made tonight as well. As Dominic Mysterio will defend the AAA Mega Championship against the OG, original El Grande Americano.
The most prestigious championship in all of Lucha Libre to be defended tonight on Netflix. But right now, Io Sky trying to turn the tides of this matchup against Sol Ruka. Big uppercut takes down the NXT upstart. Ruka out of the way just in time.
And Sol now.
Great display of power by Ruka.
Whoa! Wow! Man! Blue Thunderbomb-like move that time by Ruka, and a kick out by Io.
The way Sol Ruka ripped Io out of the air and drove her down into the canvas. Take a look at this. It's almost like Sol almost lost her grip, and as a result just grabbed anything she could and rode Io down. I can't believe Sky was able to kick out. Io in a precarious position. Here comes Ruka. There goes Io. Kicked Ruka right between the eyes. Io Sky making the climb to the top turnbuckle. Here comes the Genius.
Missile drop kick delivered to Ruka. And now the Genius of the Sky is starting to feel it. Io Sky fired up.
They are going crazy tonight in Knoxville.
Ruka does not want to be there.
Right now it's Io Sky looking to ride the wave.
And Io with a bullet train attack, but nobody home. And Sol Ruka now, double knees to the back of the neck.
Sol could be looking for a soul snatcher soon. It only takes one. Great counter by Sky.
And a stomp right to the midsection. And Io buys herself a little bit of time. Now into the cover. And Sol gets the shoulder up at 2.
And again, the disappointment on the face of Io Sky, who perhaps underestimated her opponent tonight. And no doubt Io still feeling the wounds of war from this past Saturday at Backlash. In that epic encounter with the Empress of Tomorrow.
You mentioned before what a feather in the cap it would be for Sol Ruka if she could knock off Io Sky here tonight. And look at Sol and dropping Io.
Io was able to catch herself.
Yeah, that could have been devastating.
Oh, look at this. Oh, hyperextend your knee if you're Sol Ruka. Great wherewithal by Io. And now Sky from the apron.
And Io now launching herself. Sol Ruka quickly to the second rope. Boot to the face of Io Sky. Sol trying to get some feeling back in that leg as she climbs up to the top rope now.
What is she thinking?
Wow, what a DDT!
What an upset! What an upset!
And a kick out at 2. Talk about a different look at a tornado DDT, Corey.
Brings to mind the classic Piperism. When you think you've got the answers, I change the questions. Sol Ruka cartwheeling across the top rope. And I agree with Knoxville. This is awesome.
I mean, Sol Ruka, she reminds me so much of the legendary Lita. The way she moves around the ring, takes those high risks.
Oh, but a bullet train attack to an inverted Ruka.
Now Io with the proper bullet train attack. And Io says that's it. Going to set up Sol Ruka perhaps for an over the moonsault if Sky can get up to the top rope. Still favoring her leg.
The target is acquired by the Genius of the Sky.
Io looking for over the moonsault. Sol Ruca got her knees up.
Io hesitated just a little too much.
Yeah, I think her legs bothering her. And Sol Ruca took advantage.
Spinning combination, no, roll through by Io.
Look at her soul snatcher. No. Io Sky just avoided the soul snatcher and turned it into a pinning combination.
Here is your winner, Io Sky!
Corey, what instinct by Sky? She felt the soul snatcher coming and she stopped herself. She braked and it forced Sol to miss and it turned it into the pin.
Io living up to the billing of the genius of the Sky, but this time in her ground game. Crucifix pinning combination. Io just saw it coming. Perhaps a bit overzealous was Sol Ruca. No need to hang your head, Sol. What an effort tonight, but you were just bested by one of the best to ever do it.
I mean, Sol Ruca, look what she's done since she's appeared on Monday Night Raw, Corey. Took out Becky Lynch last week. Took the world champ Liv Morgan to the limit a couple of weeks ago, and tonight takes Io Sky to the limit.
Matter of respect. Welcome to Monday Night Raw, Sol Ruca. The future is bright.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we still mentioned to come tonight, the ruler Obafemi will be in action with an open challenge. The AAA Mega Championship on the line. Dirty Dom against the OG original of Grande Americano, and an acknowledgement ceremony. Question is, will Jacob Fatu actually acknowledge the world champion, the original tribal chief? I'm beginning to have my doubts because of what happened after the matchup this past Saturday night at Backlash.
This is after the matchup. Jacob Fatu once again locking in the Tongan death grip to Roman Reigns. Now, mind you, Roman had won the contest by this point, and the Samoan werewolf was unleashed, throwing general manager Adam Pearce out of the ring. Our official Sean Bennett is still at home recovering from injuries suffered at the hands of Jacob Fatu, but the Tongan death grip once again proving to be the kryptonite.
And Corey, this is